So yesterday, on my way home from work, had a close call on the highway. That could have been bad. I've had this happen before to me. People, you know, they're not watching. They're not watching around them. They're not utilizing their rearview mirrors. Sometimes you have to glance back, to see if there is a car right there, in your blind spot. Um, so I'm coming. A lot of the highways here in Tulsa, they intersect coming off, with a lot of cities the same way. But they come in. I'm coming around the corner, and off another highway, people are coming on, and over here on the left side, there's an exit that people want to get to, and so what happens is they're in a hurry to get over there, and they're oblivious to people that are coming over this way. So, man, you have to use that peripheral vision. If you didn't have the peripheral, is that the way you pronounce it? Peripheral vision. If you didn't have that, if you didn't see, if you weren't able to look over and see that there's a vehicle right there and see that it's coming closer to your vehicle and be able to, go over this way and then be prepared, because this oncoming, you see vehicles coming this way, you want to correct back in time. That people, it takes one person to create a multi-car accident. Just one person. It's like a domino effect. And so all I got from this woman was like that, and I'm just like, some people, it was her fault, but she didn't do it intentionally. But some people take it so offensively or too far, and it ends up being road rage. And even road rage, that causes so much, that could cause many accidents too. So you just have to stay calm, and just be thankful you are able to go home. Because if I was not an experienced driver and didn't know what I was doing, and I've been driving ever since I was, 14, 15 years old, on country roads where there wasn't a lot of traffic. I didn't have my license, but just back and forth to the grocery store, stuff like that, pick up a couple things. Little stores were in my neighborhood, sometimes in South Carolina. So anyway, like I said, if you're not an experienced driver, you're not going to know what to do. So what could end up happening is they're running you off the road, and you see that, and you go over this way without even thinking if there might be a vehicle there. You hit them, they go off the highway. You are in a confusion after hitting them. You correct too far, and then you start rolling, and you could be killed. And those people that you ran off the road, they could be killed too. I just don't understand it, how so many people don't take driving seriously. I mean, like my dad used to always describe a vehicle as a 1-ton killing machine, or as a weapon on 4 wheels, something like that. You have the responsibility of driving that thing safely, no matter what it is, and these people, and some people just don't pay attention. You gotta utilize your mirrors. You have to be able to look you know, behind you. If you have somebody with you, have them check to see if there's anybody coming. You know, it's what a navigator is for, to help sometimes the person driving make sure they can safely do things. Whew, man, my heart after that happened, oh man, it was about to beat out of my chest. Because I'm glad she saw me in time, because she corrected back when she realized I was right there. She corrected back. I seen her correct back, and I corrected back over back into my lane. But there was, I mean, this is, you know, this is one like 1:30, somewhere around that in the afternoon. Our highways they're pretty busy here around that time. Worse around 3 and 5 o'clock, but it was still, our highways are, you know, always pretty decently busy. But so people seen that happen, you know. People see accidents all the time. I seen one accident that was like a block up ahead of me as I was going down the highway. This car, it just went, I mean, I don't know why, but it just went off into the middle grass medium, you know what I'm trying to say. And it rolled and created a whole bunch of dust, but I seen the guy he flew out of the window, and I was like, oh my gosh. And people, you know, instantly like started pulling over and stuff on both sides of the street. And went to see if he was okay. And he was actually getting ready to get up. He was just like getting ready to stand up. I was surprised that guy. I mean, and when that happens sometimes too, I mean, he was close to the edge of the other side of the highway, the oncoming traffic going that way. It is as much as, you know, as hard as a vehicle can flip. I guess he wasn't seatbelted, unless the seatbelt just failed and he made his way out, or cut him in half. You know what I mean? But he wasn't cut in half, so he got back up. But how else are you going to get out of that seatbelt if you have it around your waist and across your chest? You know, and if you're not seatbelted in and you get catapulted out of your window or your windshield hard enough, as hard as that, you know, that rolling will get you going, you could be catapulted out into the oncoming traffic, and that's it. You know, wear your seatbelt. I don't like wearing one either, but I mean, for many years I've worn, well, you know, in the 80s when I was dating my wife, we didn't wear seatbelts. But later on down the road, it became a law, and I could understand why it was. Going through a windshield could kill you instantly, for one thing. Going out your, you know, my little brother, he's now deceased, but when he, in his younger days, him and his wife were coming back from a trip, and they were coming down it was really early in the morning, and his wife was driving, and she drowsed off, and she went off on an old countryside road asleep, and hit a culvert or something, or maybe no, yeah, I think it might have been a culvert. But my younger brother, I guess he wasn't seatbelted because he was sleeping, and he was sleeping while she was driving, and when they hit that culvert, it ejected my younger brother out. Fortunately, there was a sunroof. He went out the sunroof and hit a tree, and he survived that. But he was messed up because I think before he hit the tree, his wife ran over his arm, I think, or his ankle, and it's been some years back. And he, and then he hit that tree or rolled into the tree or something real hard. I can't remember exactly all the details, but it messed him up pretty good. If there wasn't a sunroof, he probably would have broke his neck on the roof like that, not being seat belted in there, sleeping. But yeah, I mean, so many accidents. I mean, everybody that's watching this video right now has had at least one close call in driving, I'm sure. Whether you didn't see a car stopped ahead of you and you should put the brakes on. It's, sometimes you get distracted. Getting distracted with, on a phone or messing with the radio or looking at something in the seat or texting or whatever could, result in your death and the death of other people. It's just driving has, I mean, it's been like that for so many years, even back in, the early days of when they first made vehicles, people were getting killed in accidents. So, I mean, it's been going like that on, forever, but if more people would pay attention, there'd be less loss of lives. But it just, after getting that close call, thinking, just tell you guys about it. And that's another thing too. Unnecessary driving practices where people ride each other's, butts on of their vehicles. I see them doing that, and I know that if I have to stop, like real quick up here, they're going to run into the back of me, and it's so stupid. Why are you driving like right up on me like that, And what I always do is, and they get the message, like a lot of times, I'm driving, and I see them back there in my mirror, and I go, like, back off. And sometimes they back off, sometimes they don't. It gets me head up a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. And in my younger days, what I ended up doing was, and I'm not proud of it, I would get over in the other lane, slow down, let them get on ahead of me. I would come back around and do the same back to them, just as a revenge thing, But I'm as I get older, I see how how dumb that is to do that. People don't take kindly to it, and they there's a lot of testosterone going on, and at least 50% of people these days are carrying, weapons, and you could lose your life over something dumb, a dumb act like that. Just let them go, They're gonna get their comeuppance, probably, by doing that. So it's like, just let it roll off your shoulder and just go. Make it home, to your family. It's not worth it. But my dad was like that too. He'd get riled up at people doing stuff. In his older days, he got to the point where he'd just, complain about it, a couple bad words come out, and then he'd go on. He'd just shake his head, So, but it's better just to let it go. And I'm trying to do that. I'm a very, my dad was, like I said, my dad was like that. He didn't like butt riders. He didn't like people that didn't signal and let you know what they're doing so that you don't accidentally run into the side of them. Signaling is just, it's a law, but it's not one of those ones that they're going to pull you over for not doing it. But I think, you know, my dad taught me to utilize signals for yourself and others. You know, it's a courtesy also. That lady that was coming over and about ran me off the road, she didn't use her signal. She was in a hurry. She wanted to get over to that exit, and I couldn't see her signal anyway. But what she did, she put her signal on, started going over there before she knew it was clear. You know, make sure it's clear to go over there before you start putting your signal on. Do you think that, you know, that you're right there, I'm, you know, gonna like put my brakes on, let you get over? I mean, what's that gonna do to the person right there behind me? You know, it's like, put your signal on, you slow down and find an opportunity to get over. Let that person let you go then. But it's like crazy. So anyway, let me know. I got almost 6,000 subscribers. That's a humbling thing that I got that many people that enjoy watching what I put on my channel. And there's got to be, you know, somebody out there that's watching that, you know, tell me your experience. I mean, like, you don't have to put a book, you don't have to, you know, give me, you know, a long list of it. Just like, yeah, I've had that happen. You know, butt riders, yeah, people have actually, you know, forced me off the road or something. We just recently had in the news, I think it was in Edmond, Oklahoma, a road rage incident that it looks like both were at fault. They were like challenging each other and doing this crap, and the one guy that got ran off the road had his young son in the car with him. You know, it ended up that dude, the guy that forced him off the road into a concrete barrier, got a couple tickets from what I heard, and then he was let go. The other guy, I mean, everybody was okay, but if that guy was mad enough to push him off the road and push him into a concrete barrier, he's mad enough to pull out a gun and shoot him and his son. Who knows? You know, who are you jacking with these days? You know, you don't know. You don't know who you're messing with. Why take a chance? It's a risk, you know? It is a risk these days. So it's like, it's a gamble, you know, to take a chance on retaliating for something that they did to you. But anyway, I just thought I'd chat with you a minute. Just tell you about what happened. After I got off the highway, my heartbeat went back to normal again. But just close call. I just felt thankful I was able to make it home. I could have been killed right there. You know, last time I saw my wife was the night before, because I get up earlier than anybody else. So that would have been it. And Jeremy, last time I saw him was that night before too. So anyway, I'm gonna end it there. I thank y'all for watching. I appreciate it. Just drive safe. It's not, you know, follow the rules, pay attention, don't get distracted. You're in a killing machine, possibly meant to be a source of transportation, but really it's a dangerous thing that you have control of. You are the one controlling this thing. So do it responsibly, you know, so that you don't hurt yourself or anybody else. So everybody can make it home. So anyway, I'm gonna end it there. I thank you all for watching. I appreciate it, and we will see you on the next one.